Hello there and welcome to the Dexlock Show. This is the second part to the brand new web series where I, your host Dex, go through the mainline Pokemon games to see if not only I can Nuzlocke each game, but continue playing them until each new Pokemon has been captured. Similar to a regular Nuzlocke, I can only catch the first Pokemon I encounter on each route, but with the newly improved Dexlock rules, it changes the standard by only allowing Hoenn Pokemon as captures. The rest of the regular Nuzlocke rules apply. No repeat encounters, Feint is dead, no items in battle, level caps, etc. With 125 new non-legendary encounters, we are sure to stumble across some unique teams. So let us begin our brand new adventure in the water-filled Hoenn region. Last episode we were able to fill the Pokédex to 43 separate Pokemon, whether that be through capture or evolution. Regardless, let's get started on the second attempt. We run through the usual slow opening tutorial with our mother, May, and Professor Birch. I finally am able to pick my starter, so I go with Torchic. Next attempt, Mudkip will finally be chosen, and it will most likely be the fastest run. Whooping on Poochyena, we make our way to go beat up May. My leveled up Torchic takes her Mudkip low and then finishes the job. With limited encounters left for the rest of the playthroughs, we managed to pull off the best encounter on our first dash into the grass, a Ralts. Our other encounters, that being Lotad, Seedot, and Surskit, all would have been admirable team members, but Ralts definitely takes the cake. Making our way to the forest, we do have a few encounters, because we keep re-rolling already captured Pokemon. We end up landing on a Shroomish, who is one of my personal favorite Pokemon. It's a grass fighting type, makes it something to reckon with. Lastly, before the first gym, we stumble across a Nincada. We could have had a Skitty, but Nincada is a pretty fun Pokemon I don't get to use often. Regardless, we head right into the first gym with Shroomish, leading the way. Shroomish does amazing damage, damaging her Pokemon and bringing it to the red constantly, and even paralyzing her Nose Pass, allowing me to be able to set up some Leech Seeds. Absorbs and the Leech Seeds makes Shroomish a healing tank. One move after another, we finally walk out there deathless and victorious. Right after, we must save Mr. Pico and Pico, so we battle a grunt in order to get our prized Pico back to its rightful owner. Then, after some leveling up, our Torchic evolves, which leads into our next encounter. We could either get a Sableye, a Nosepass, or an Aeron, and we stumble across the Sableye first, bringing it to the yellow so we can capture it and add it to our team. It definitely was a little challenging, but eventually, after a few dozen balls, we were able to capture it. Brawly is up next, but with our new Combustion we can do massive damage, but after getting low, Shroomish comes out to paralyze the Machop. Sableye is the obvious choice for this battle, however, as it is immune to fighting type attacks. A few Nightshades later, takes his Machop out no problem, and Umakuhita goes down swiftly. Route 110 offers many new encounters such as the electric mice pair of this generation, as well as Gulpin. Honestly, I was hoping for Gulpin, but I gotta get this Pokemon out of the way nevertheless. So Plusle is added to the team, and in the following route we have a similar situation with pretty bland encounters, but we end up with a Volbeat. A few Pokeballs later, and we got it. Then we have an evolution break with Ralts and Nincada both evolving into Kirlia and Ninjask respectively. The third gym was a piece of cake then for Combustion, as it tore through his team except for the Magnemite, who I started to Leech Seed, and then I switched around until I got to Plusle, who surprisingly did great damage, and after some more sparks with the Leech Seed, takes out the Magnemite, and we win the battle, and we end up having another evolution, which leads right into the boss fight at the top of the mountain. Really, it was no issue at all, and we waltzed right through it. This fourth gym, however, was more of a challenge with the strategical Flannery. Luckily, we can fight through attractions and survive multiple hard hits to bring the Torkoal low enough that a Nightshade can take it out. Then I picked up the other fossil that I had not picked up in my last attempt, as well as a Trapinch. We receive the Lilliep and bring it on to the team. Our father's up next, but with Detect as well as some well-timed attacks, we can switch around until his Pokemon is going down quick. His final Slacking goes down to the absolute acid beatdown. Unfortunately, his Vigoroth is a bit stronger, so we confuse it, lower its defense, and heal up with Ingrain, allowing us to have a pretty close battle, but we end up surviving, winning us the 5th gym badge. We fight a Kecleon. There's not really much to say about that. The 5th gym, however, was quite a challenge for our team of misfits. With the new encounters, as I had mentioned before, I really wanted to get some new team members on for at least one fight. Luckily, some of the newly involved Pokemon such as Crawdont can do some great damage, winning us this fight. After, we can finally hit some great Pokemon with the increased level caps. We also have a few assorted catchers along the way that I forgot to mention, which brings our total up to 67 before the 7th gym, putting us just over halfway with the Pokédex. The 7th gym really is no match at all and goes smoothly. The 8th gym, on the other hand, takes a little bit of setting up, but once that's finished, we have no choice but to sweep Wallace's team, preparing us to go into the Elite Four and champion, and then we finally get a Flygon. Honestly, I don't need to say much during these fights. I whoop, I switch when needed, and above all else, I play it safe in order to keep my team for the champion who I am most worried about. But enjoy these peaceful, quiet moments with relaxing Pokemon music as we make our way to the champion. Crawdont goes on to sweep through half of his team as it finally goes down and Breloom comes out just to shortly die. Kind of disappointing, as I hyped up that Breloom before and it didn't really come in as handy as I thought it was. Dusclops comes out, but RNG is just not on our side for this fight so far, and it ends up going down. I switch to Blaziken, who, while poison and burns, also takes down his Metagross. Now it's time for Flygon to shine. It takes out the Armaldo, and then the Clado falls after some full restores. We did it! We have successfully completed the second run in this challenge. With this team of 6, the power levels were far too powerful for anyone to even stand a chance. Fortunately, we can view the credits, but we're not done yet. I should have done this in the first video, but now I'm heading back to get every possible encounter I've missed so far. This brings the total for this video to 74 if the video file for the Carvanha hadn't corrupted. Whoops. We're just shy of 60% done, and next video we should be about to claim the last few encounters for this challenge. Might need a 4th attempt, we'll see, but you'll have to see what happens in the 3rd run. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you later!